So, and here's the thing, we've never killed an animal. We've never harvested an animal. We've never raised an animal to harvest. So that whole experience is 100% new to us and foreign. We're city dwellers. We grew up in the city. You didn't have to do any of that, you know? So, but the way that we look at it is like this. Just like everything else we've done, this is a process, and it's a process, and it's a part of homesteading. A difficult one, albeit, but it's still a process. And, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm a firm believer in that. Jennifer and I want to be successful. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive in this lifestyle. And so therefore we have to, albeit hard and difficult, we have to overcome, you know, some of the fears that we may have of doing that. And, you know, thankfully, we have amazing neighbors who have done that type of stuff. And so, you know, we've had great conversations with them. So when the time comes for us to do it, we'll have a little bit of help. We're not going to go at it alone. So right now, all of our perishables are stored in the cabin. And, you know, if you're, you know, used to, or if you've got some knowledge on wood stoves, it gets pretty hot in our cabin. Unfortunately, due to just timing and prepping for winter, we haven't had the ability yet to start talking about planning a root cellar. Where we are in Maine on our property, we have an extremely high water table. Building down into the ground is not as simple as it sounds. Once we get down 3-4 feet into the ground, we have a pond. I mean, it's just floods in there. Now, this is our livelihood. If our food goes bad, we can't live this lifestyle. We have to we're going to have to figure out alternative means. And so it's not just, you know, building it in the ground isn't important. I mean, it's not good enough. It has to be done properly, and it has to be done right so that the food that we put down there, it sustains itself for an extended period of time, whether that's a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case might be. And so that is something, I mean, right now, again, it's sitting in our kitchen on a shelf, and we really are going to need to focus on getting some underground storage as time permits. So, we are gun enthusiasts. Yes, we have 2 Australian cattle dogs. Here's our perspective on our dogs. We came into this knowing that we wanted dogs. Then the question became, well, what kind of dogs do we want? Do we want pets that live in the house? Or do we want dogs that are going to be so loyal and dedicated to us that when we're out and about, that they're going to protect us? And that's what we went with. We went with Australian cattle dogs because of their loyalty, because of their dedication, and they are absolutely great at just being good pets. Now, here's the thing, though. Yes, it is our responsibility to protect them if you know, they get endangered. You know, we provide for those dogs. But at the same time, their jobs on our homestead is to protect us. You know, Jennifer and I have been working nonstop since we've moved here. We're not always watching what's around us. The dogs always have an open ear, even if they're playing or sleeping. I cannot tell you how many times they have alerted us to either four-legged, intruders, or two-legged visitors, or whatever the case might be. If there is something other than us around the homestead, they will let us know. Not only will they let us know, they give us enough time to react to whatever is coming.
Yep. We got the older of the two about right just before we came out to the property the first time in 2019, right after we had purchased it. And he was a rescue, so he was about a year old, and we had only had him a couple of months when we came out here.
Yep.
And he was absolutely amazing. There were 2 or 3 times that year that he alerted us to, while we were doing painting and other work, he started barking. You could tell in his bark if it was just a playful bark or if it was, hey, you guys need to pay attention. And sure enough, there were black bear in the area.
Yep.
And he alerted us, and with his bark, he scared them off.
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, these dogs are, yes, they are working dogs. Yes, they have an absolute job to do on this homestead, but they are also our pets and our best friends, and we have to make sure that we give them the best that we can, so that they can keep up with that active lifestyle that they have. That falls on us to do that, and it's making sure that we have enough food for ourselves and for them is a challenge. We need to fortify against the winter weather with our cabin. Our cabin is our livelihood. We need to make sure that we protect it in any way that we can. We also need to fortify our food storage. Our food storage is lacking, and we know it, but it is at the best that we can do at the moment. And we need to fortify our ability and improve our ability to hold livestock here. Without the livestock and without the food storage, this lifestyle is going to be extremely challenging for us. Jen and I were doing really well for ourselves. We made a lot of money. We were very comfortable in our jobs. I had an office job. She had a job she was doing for 20 plus years. We could have kept doing it. And as a matter of fact, we could be doing it right now, living the lifestyle that we had. Nice big house, all this good stuff. The stakes of living out and making this transition is we don't have any of that anymore. The luxuries that we've given up are, the list is a long, long list. But here's the thing. The work and effort that Jen and I used to put into jobs that we may not necessarily have enjoyed, all of that work and ethic or effort is going into something that we truly are passionate about. And it's this homesteading lifestyle. We've thrown everything we have to this.
Yep.
This is all we got. All of the security we had with our jobs and with those paychecks, albeit good paychecks, we don't have that anymore. We have a fraction of where we were at, just 4 months ago.
We sold the house. We got rid of all the furniture out there. Everything back there, except for friends and family, is gone.
Doesn't
we have
exist.
Nothing to go back to back there. This is it. This
is our life. I'm the jokester. I'm the planner, and Jen keeps me grounded. She keeps everything grounded. Without Jen, I'm just all over the scatterbrain.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to just pull you back so you can, focus on one thing at a time. Otherwise, he's got all these plans and ideas racing through his head, and he's going over here and going over there, and it just have to remind him one thing at a time, one step at a time. It's not all going to happen at one time.
Yeah. She's the realist, and I'm the dreamer. No doubt about it. I mean, I have an engineering background. It's kind of how I got into manufacturing. And so everything is very technical to me, and I ask a lot of questions, and I like solving technical problems. Sometimes I get myself in way over my head, and Jen here, she has a unique way of identifying those moments and stepping in to really, for lack of a better term, save the day, and she keeps it very, very real for us. So I think our different personalities absolutely blend very well together and support each other.
Now you've got more skills on building and stuff like that, but I'm happy to step in and help out. Show me what to do. I'll do what I can. I mainly will take care of keeping things together in the house, making sure we have firewood for the evening dinners and laundry. And so we work together on everything.
And there is a clear understanding, I can't emphasize this enough. The work that Jennifer does is as, if not more important than the work I do. And the work I do is as or more important than the work Jen does. It is an absolute give and take. I mean, depending on what we're doing, you know, everything that we do is important. Nothing that we do, we just do for the heck of it. It has a purpose. Her and I, as a couple, as a married couple, we have grown. We have grown to levels of understanding between us that I never even knew existed. You know, I mean, there is nobody on this planet that I would want to do this with except for her. Here's the thing. We're a blended family. So she's got 3, I got 3.
My oldest is married. They have our only grandson. And my middle daughter, she goes to college and works. And then my youngest son just graduated beginning of September from Marine Corps boot camp in San Diego.
Yeah, my oldest is in Tennessee. My middle one is in West Virginia, and they're living their lives and kicking butt. My youngest is still back in Illinois, kicking butt and taking names. So we could not be more proud of all of the kids and all of the accomplishments that they've made. The youngest has a little special, you know, I think the youngest in any family tends to have a little bit of a special, you know, special sauce or special something there. With him going into the Marine Corps, just really makes us proud parents.
Yes.
My homesteading expertise is in the fact that I'm very aware that I don't know everything. I will have an idea, and I will do everything I can to learn about it and see if I can't make it happen.
Jason looked it up. Jason put it together. Yeah. Jason built the entire system. He also built the rack that the system is on. I mean, from one end to another, you ask me anything about that and I have no idea. I know that their sun is going on the panels and somehow I get electricity. Water, we had the well dug last year by professionals.
Yep.
Jason is doing it mainly. I will help him and assist him as I can, but he has made the plans and put it all together.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me rephrase my expertise thing if I can, if you don't mind. My expertise in homesteading is understanding a problem exists, coming up with solutions to fix it, and then executing to those solutions. Now, those solutions may not always be the perfect ones, but it's a solution and it gets us to where we need to be. Albeit the water, albeit solar, albeit construction, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit or miss situation. I mean, a lot of times, you know, we try something and realize halfway through it's not going to work.
Yep. Well, we have a TV. We don't have any television service. You know, we're off. We don't have any cell phone signal out here. We do, however, have a cell phone booster that we invested in to help boost the cell signal in our area. So we do have enough signal to make phone calls, search on the internet, maybe watch some YouTube videos. But as far as being able to watch a TV show on any normal television, we don't have that service. I want to turn my home into the ultimate safeguard because my wife is worth it. Let's just talk about money for just 30 seconds here. If anybody thinks that this homesteading lifestyle, that you don't need a job or you don't need to make money, they have no idea what they're talking about. Homesteading is a massive drain on the bank account. It is a very expensive ordeal. And there's a myriad of reasons why. But as far as Jen and I, yes, it is true. Jen and I don't work anymore. But yes, we do have residual income, albeit small. And again, that residual income comes from many, many, many years of planning to get us to the state that we are today. Is from folks who have recently made this transition, what we have found is that your income is less important as your expenses. Our expenses are down nearly 90% of what they were when we lived in the city. So because our expenses are down, we don't nearly need as much money to live as we did then. Hi folks, really appreciate you guys sticking around. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. We really enjoyed sitting down and answering those questions. As a matter of fact, we're looking forward to doing it again. We figure we're going to do that probably, I don't know, sometime late winter, early spring. We'll do another one. We've gotten so many questions, not only here on YouTube but also on our Facebook and our Instagram and even our Patreon. So we'll put together a list and we'll get together and Jen and I will sit down and grab a cup of coffee and we'll do this again sometime. In the meantime, we've got a lot of new content coming out. We hope that you guys are liking it. And if you do, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And hope you folks have a great day. God bless you.